EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Caleb going to throw right away. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Swift going to try up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. You look at this defense for the Vikings. They currently sit at number 4 in the NFL in terms of stopping the run.
We know it's only week 1, but the results look pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. Got some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get into that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They'll go. Here's Williams. And again, back to Kmet. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Down the left sideline. And finally marked down at the 23. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18. Here now, 2nd and 4. Off the play fake, it's Williams. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing is Williams. They're trying to find Shark, but it's intercepted. Picked by the linebacker, Brian Asamoah. And the Vikings are going to have it here at their own 15.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
Now a run. Here's the 1st-round pick from April's draft. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Now 2nd and 9. To the air with McCarthy. Short throw caught by the tight end Oliver. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Vikings take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Here's a 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, here's Williams. He's going to look deep for more. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
On 2nd down, it's McCarthy rolling to his right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Now McCarthy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he's got this down to the 35. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Vikings with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw McCarthy. Looks again for T.J. Hockenson, and he's got him again. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 2. Sticking with a pass. Here's McCarthy. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Bears are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. Play action. Now Williams. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one.
That's how you put field position. What a play right there. That nearly went the distance. Credit this defense for not giving up. They get him down just short of the goal line, but the damage is done. It's going to be 1st and goal from an ideal position.
Swift will score. Touchdown, Chicago.
Sometimes offensive can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Santos with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded in the end zone, but he'll decide against bringing it out, so they'll take over at the 30. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Touchdown, Vikings! T.J. Hockenson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And they can't bring him down. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Now, they were winners in the season opener Sunday. Now they get the quick turnaround game here on Thursday night. But, CD, you say this is an ideal setup for them. Why?
Well, it's just the way the schedule lines up because everyone's got to play a Thursday game, and that's because of competitive balance. So, let's face it, would you rather play week 2 when you're still relatively fresh and excited about the season, or week 15 when you've had a season's worth of bumps and bruises to factor in, and who knows what your record might be at that time as well?
On 2nd and 10, it's Williams again. Eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be caught downfield by Chark. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Here's Williams. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Hey, watch the slip. Watch the slip.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. From the gun, here's Williams. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Viking 16. To throw, it's Williams. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. To the air, Williams. He rifles complete, caught by Moore. Touchdown Bears! DJ Moore, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Bears are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now we've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Pressure, and he's taken down. A big sack. Montez Sweat just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Here is 3rd and quite a ways. Here's McCarthy. Now the ball comes loose. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Well, that's unfortunate because he had a nice run going, but give credit to the defense. They got a hand in the cookie jar there, CD.
You have to think about vision, finding a place to get down after you know you've gotten all you can out of a run, and obviously ball security is paramount. In today's football, everyone's coming after the rock. You've got to make sure you protect it and protect the yardage you just gained.
Williams, following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. He'll buy some time right. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. Touchdown! DJ Moore with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bears will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Now the point after try for Santos. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. And his throw is incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing is McCarthy. And he's got his target, Harris. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his one-on-two matchup.
This is caught inside the 15. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
I would say just add that one to the total of big plays he's already made here in the first month of the year. You've got to think the front office and the coaching staff have got to be excited about what they've seen so far and really excited.
And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Bears are going to have it here at their own 15. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
It got his man complete.
And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down on the other side of midfield.
A big play there just before halftime. 43 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
They run out of the gun with Swift.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. Here's Harris to return it.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Check 15.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
McCarthy going to sneak it. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. McCarthy. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. They'll go play action here with Williams. Flushed out right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 1st down, here's Williams. Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. Look at the big fella go. Touchdown, Chicago! Cole Kmet, 63 yards. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Here's a handoff to Swift. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down. They'll fake the give. Now Williams. Open man right side is Shark. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And it's 3rd and 4 now. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Williams from the gun on 3rd down. That's once again complete to Chark. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Williams now looking to throw on 1st and 10.
Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he is going to lose yardage here.
To throw, Williams.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
Looking to throw is Williams.
He'll let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Harrison Smith.
And the Vikings are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The interception was a good starting point, but still a huge hill to climb with this 3-score deficit and time fading. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
To throw again, McCarthy. It's brought in by Harris. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
McCarthy now on 1st down. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is picked up by the Bears. The big fella. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 20.